Okay, you can do your intro.
Okay. All right, so today we're going to look through the fabrics and the curtains that we have saved since now the bus is getting pretty much built. We have a lot of different prints and we're trying to kind of like keep it down to kind of a pattern that goes through or not too many different busy prints. All right, here we go.
Hi, I'm Alice.
And I'm Kristen.
And this is our bus.
Okay, so we like this print in the back because it has stars and it looks like they're falling down or falling up depending on which way we hang it. And we want to put this in the back and we're going to layer it with this black fabric so that we get a little more privacy with it because we'd like to have a little more of a dream space back here, and this kind of reminds us of space. We have collected like 2 sets of actual blackout curtains, so I think we're going to use these 2 here and just kind of adapt them and cut them up and see how they'll work. This is the other set of the blackout curtains, and I think the best place for them, they're a longer set, is to put it across here so then it can help keep the cool air in, the hot air out, and also provide us privacy for when we're parking and to keep the lights out. But we both like very neutral colors and kind of mellow colors, and this is kind of dark for us, like the dark red. So we are gonna figure out a way to hopefully hang this up so then that way it kind of cuts the amount of red that's here. We have a bunch of these gray ones, which I think we're going to do in all the side windows.
Today we're starting a little bit different of a project. We're going to make the curtains. So today we're finally at a point where the main furniture and everything is all built in, so we know the dimensions that we're going to need. We're going to be using these curtain rods. They're fixed, so on the curtains we're going to be using snaps or buttons or something so that they can be removed that way. So we're thinking of these 2 for the bathroom one,
Yeah.
right?
So we probably want to use this part that has the cute little deco on it.
For the back window, which is the one I'm going to be laying against when we're sleeping, we're going to go with a quilted material for some thermal, and then a nice covering to make it look pretty.
We have 2 tapestries that we can or cannot use depending.
Oh, yeah.
I think these are going to be, I don't know about these.
They're kind of neutral.
We saved everything. So.
There's going to be a lot of measuring and cutting.
Yeah.
So we got all of our curtain fabrics figured out, and we're going to start making these. We're going to do 1-inch hems on the sides, and then the top one is just going to fold all the way over and make a pocket. But we're not going to sew that because our rods don't come off. We're doing wiring. So we're going to use buttons and buttonholes to just strap the entire top all together. So let's make the first one. Okay, so I'm going to mark these with a fabric pencil at 11 inches. Okay, so we got it marked. So now we'll cut it. Straight stitch.
A zigzag.
Okay, here we go.
That's bad. I took all the bobbin thread in.
We had a lot of fraying on the last one, and we do have a serger machine, so I'm going to try serging the ends first to clean all that up. That's the first 2 panels done. The serger worked really well, so we'll do that for the rest. So we got the side stitches and the top stitch. So this is going to fold over like that with buttons. So we're going to go check and see how it fits in the bus right now. So it'll go basically like that with gathering. I think that's going to line up good. We're going to be sewing some buttonholes in this, and our machine can actually make automatic buttonholes, and we put on a buttonhole foot to do that. This is the first test with the buttonholer because I've only done this once before, I think. I think it's all set. I think I just go. That did not work. Well, it was supposed to go to the other side. It just kept going. Apparently, once you figure out the length of your buttonhole, you have to press the reverse button, and that sets the end. So let's try it again. This is why we do test fabrics. Now it's an automatic.
Now for reels.
Okay, this better work.
There you go. It did
Okay,
something.
nice. Loop works.
Just want to make sure we're on the right path.
This project is getting our screen doors to fit on the front door, but we bought some pretty cheap ones and the edges were already falling apart. So I added on some nylon webbing to the sides, and then I'm also putting on a top part so that it'll slide along the rails just like we did with the rest of the curtains. That worked great. Perfect. Okay, that looks good. The curtains and screens are all done, so let's do a quick walkthrough. I'll show you around what we did. So on the front door, we've got two different curtains, one for the blackout and one for the netting that has magnets in the center. I've got the front blackout curtains that block out from the driver's portion, and then we've got the cargo netting up top. These are actually pockets as well, so you can do pocket and get in from behind, and they just come off with eye hooks that are on the edges. Then we've got the bathroom and kitchen curtains. We've got a hanging thing for vegetables and whatever. Top ones also have the Velcro pockets. These are all the same as the front ones. The side ones are all done as well. They're all pretty dark, going all the way around the edges. And it all came out really well. The back one, I'm pretty concerned that it's going to be too cold because I'm going to be the one laying right against the wall here. So this is made of thick double-sided felt. And then for some extra insulation on the back, I used some of our pink foam that we put in the walls and floors and put that inside of a little pocket here. So that'll block out the window even more. That finishes up all of our sewing projects. Thank you for watching. The next ones I'm working on is the rear carrier that'll hold the tire and the outside storage and the gas can. And then we're also going to start decluttering our house because we live in a house and it still has a ton of stuff in it. So we're going to be minimalizing a lot of stuff out of there. So that'll be coming up next.